So here's my plan. I'm going to build up this wall right here and then cover it with bentonite clay mortar to make it somewhat waterproof, filling all those cracks. Water's going to accumulate then inside my pipe where those holes I drilled in it, and then it's going to come out the other end into the cistern. This will still allow for some overflow during storm events like right now, and still allow me to retain water harnessing features. The stone's going to be there to help as a filter medium, and I'll cover this thing up once we get some more rock stacked up here on the dam portion through there. Exposed water that turns into a clay. What we've got here, some stuff called hydro plug, hole plug. Basically it's bentonite clay, and you put it on areas where you've got water seeping and it turns into a natural clay. It's in a powder form right now. Oil drillers use this a lot. Pour down a hole, seal it off if it doesn't produce enough, something like that I think. But we're going to give it a try. Put it in the bottom of the bed here of our catch basin, see if it will set up and eliminate some of the seepage we've got through our gravel bed. We sealed it. Now, you can see the bentonite sealed the bottom there under the gravel so that water is running past that portion there, and still got a bunch coming out the bottom, but that's because we've got a bunch of holes right here that still need to be filled in, but that bentonite will start working pretty well. So as I was working on this yesterday, I noticed a little trickle of water that didn't used to be there. I guess over the last storm we just had, this little spring running down the mountain decided to divert and find a new shortcut. So it's rolling out of there pretty fast. It may dry up, it may not. It just depends on how big the hole is now that's running through the side of the hill. But I'm gonna have to put in a little catch basin at least, and I'll probably just wind up French draining this water into that pipe that's coming out of my little catch basin. But the bottom of this catch basin isn't sealing. I've still got quite a bit of water coming out from underneath. So we're going to dig this back up today. Let's see if we can't reseal the bottom of it with some additional bentonite and mortar mix. I guess this is a lesson in preparation. If you take time to prepare the spot properly, it'll work properly. So I lined the basin there with bentonite clay packed at about an inch, inch and a half thick. Got mortar on the wall over there on your left. I've got quite a bit of water coming out of here. So now I'm going to mortar all this up in here, stack rock, and lay lots of mortar. Because this will, if I leave it the way it is now, it'll definitely get blown out come flood event, or even the next significant rain we've got. Another concern is sediment accumulation in the bottom of that thing. You can see already that the white bentonite is slowly disappearing with layers of sediment. So I have to come up with a good sediment trap in my line before it goes to the cistern. That way, 2 or 3 years from now, I don't wind up with the cistern half full of mud. We're going to fill our hole up there with gravel, act as kind of a filtering medium, and then there at the top we're going to put in a couple of 4-inch pipes to help control the water flow whenever it rains and this creek, this little stream turns into a raging little stream, and try to minimize some damage downstream when water flows over it. In doing this also, as leaves and twigs and stuff float down and fall from the trees above, they'll get captured on this layer of gravel rather than down there next to the pipes where the intake is and clogging up the holes. I think what we'll do next is go ahead and dig a hole here where that little stream's coming out of the bank, get some bentonite in the bottom of it, and go ahead and get a pipe coming out of there so I can cover that back up. Been successful with a couple of these French drains, so we'll see how this one goes. So water will always take the path of least resistance. So if you introduce that little spring to a piece of smoothbore 2-inch pipe, it's going to take it. Right? That's what I thought too. Up here.
Are those rocks?
Yeah, they're rocks.
Oh.
You're not falling in the mud.
Right, step right there. And on that one. And up there. This is what I've been doing. So we're catching all the water. See up there? It runs down under the rocks and into that pipe right there. And that's what we're going to drink when we're in the cabin and in the camper.
Yeah, but why's it going that way?
Well, that's all because I hadn't run it into that big jug over there yet. See that big white thing sticking out of the ground?
Yeah.
That's a big jug.
We'll go into how much it's going to take.
A lot. All right, it's working. Very good, very good. Get it in here straight. Now we'll fill the hole back up. Now for our next magic trick, we got to tie these together. And I do mean magic. That's what it's going to look like underground. And that is a boatload of water. Very nice indeed. So here's our partial final product. I'm going to go ahead and cover all this up with dirt, and that way I can start building the rock wall here to keep water out whenever it overflows my dam there, which it will do during significant rain events. So this hillside where I got my dirt from is rendering some pretty nice shale, so we're going to use that, line this spillway right here to keep a little bit of the washout away. So it's going to be like a little puzzle here for a minute till we get everything squared away. Then we can start putting some concrete down. Or mortar, I should say. Not sure what this will look like when we're done. Hopefully it'll look okay. Don't hire me if you want good mason work. Figured I'd better give you an overview of the progress before it gets dark, because daylight's fading pretty quick. But I think it's turning out okay. We'll try to get another bag or two on here before we run out of daylight. Hopefully that sheds water well, though.
Thanks to all you subscribers. Until next time, be well, my friends.